The Buffalo Bills made headlines this week by bringing back a familiar face, veteran safety Jordan Poyer, in a move designed to bolster their struggling defense. But according to ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano, the reunion may only be the first step in a much bigger plan. Graziano believes Buffalo could be preparing additional moves, including possible trades, to strengthen a defense that struggled heavily last season and has already shown vulnerabilities during the preseason. For Poyer, this is a full-circle moment. The 33-year-old safety signed a one-year contract to return to the team where he became one of the NFL's top defensive players. Poyer earned first-team All-Pro honors in 2021 and followed it up with a Pro Bowl selection in 2022, helping establish the Bills as one of the league's most feared defenses. But after a down year in 2023 and an offseason of uncertainty, Buffalo initially parted ways with him, only to now bring him back when the team realized how badly they needed veteran leadership in the secondary. Still, according to Graziano, Poyer's return doesn't solve everything. In his latest column for ESPN, he included the Bills in his list of bold predictions for all 32 teams, writing, "Don't be surprised if the Bills make a trade or two to improve their defense." That statement reflects a growing concern inside the organization. Despite the team's elite offense, the defense remains a work in progress, and could be the deciding factor between another playoff exit and a Super Bowl run. Buffalo's defense ranked in the bottom half of the NFL last season, allowing an average of 5.5 yards per play, a number that highlights their struggles in containing opposing offenses. Those issues have carried over into the 2025 preseason. During a disappointing performance against the Chicago Bears, rookie quarterback Caleb Williams carved up Buffalo's secondary, exposing major weaknesses at the safety position. Young defensive backs Cole Bishop and Damar Hamlin were targeted repeatedly in that game, struggling to keep up with Chicago's passing attack. While Bishop, the team's 2024 second-round pick, has shown flashes of potential, he's still developing and missed significant time during training camp due to injury. Hamlin, meanwhile, has had difficulty returning to his pre-injury form. With both players inconsistent, Buffalo's coaching staff quickly realized the team needed stability and experience, which explains why Jordan Poyer is back. However, bringing back Poyer may not be enough, and Graziano believes general manager Brandon Beane could be preparing to make one or two more big moves. Earlier this offseason, many analysts speculated that the Bills were a logical trade destination for disgruntled Dallas Cowboys superstar Micah Parsons, one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league. Adding Parsons would have immediately transformed Buffalo's defense, but those hopes were dashed when the Cowboys traded him to the Green Bay Packers instead. That missed opportunity only increases the likelihood that Buffalo will explore other trade options. With the team entering the season as one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl, the pressure to deliver is higher than ever. Graziano suggests that the front office may look for impact players, especially at safety and pass rush, to balance an already explosive offense. Buffalo's offensive unit, led by reigning NFL MVP Josh Allen, remains one of the most dangerous in football. In fact, the Bills outscored every team in the league last season except the Detroit Lions, proving that their offense isn't the issue. The challenge is finding the right balance between Allen's elite production and a defense capable of slowing down the NFL's top quarterbacks, including Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson. Head coach Sean McDermott's defensive system relies heavily on the safety position, making it one of the most critical components of the unit. A single missed assignment can lead to explosive plays, and McDermott knows that if Buffalo wants to compete for a title, they need consistent, reliable production from the back end of the defense. That's why experts believe the Bills aren't done yet. The team has already shown a willingness to get aggressive when necessary, and with several other safeties, including recently released veteran Jabril Peppers, available on the market, the Bills could explore additional signings or trades in the coming weeks. Adding another experienced playmaker alongside Poyer would give Buffalo the flexibility and depth it desperately needs as the regular season approaches. The front office is fully aware that the window to win is open right now. With Josh Allen at his peak, Stefon Diggs no longer in the picture, and a revamped supporting cast featuring Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, and James Cook, The Bills believe they have the firepower to finally bring a Lombardi trophy to Buffalo. But without a reliable defense, that dream could once again slip away. For now, Jordan Poyer's return provides leadership, toughness, and veteran savvy. But if Dan Graziano is right, fans should expect more roster shakeups in the coming weeks. Whether through trades, free agent signings, or creative cap management, the Bills appear determined to fix their defense and ensure they have no glaring weaknesses heading into the 2025 season. Buffalo is close, perhaps closer than ever, but closing the gap between contender and champion will require bold moves, precise decisions, and a defense capable of stepping up in the biggest moments. With the season fast approaching, the clock is ticking. The Buffalo Bills are counting on wide receiver Khalil Shakir to play a major role in their offense this season, and after weeks on the sideline recovering from a sprained ankle, the third-year playmaker is finally back on the practice field, focused, determined, and ready to pick up where he left off. Shakir suffered the injury during the highly anticipated return of the Blue and Red scrimmage on August 1st, a setback that briefly cast doubt on his availability for the start of the 2025 season. However, the 24-year-old receiver has attacked his rehabilitation with the same precision and intensity that defines his playing style. Speaking to reporters after returning to practice, Shakir emphasized just how hard he's worked to get back. Treatment, every day, all day. Doing whatever it takes just to get back to normal. That relentless approach has paid off, and the Bills now expect him to be fully ready for Week 1 when they face a tough test against the Baltimore Ravens. This is a big season for Shakir. After emerging in 2024 as Josh Allen's most reliable target, the Bills rewarded him with a 4-year contract extension this past offseason, signaling just how critical he is to their offensive plans. With Stefon Diggs no longer in Buffalo and a new supporting cast stepping up, Shakir enters the year as the team's clear WR1, carrying both higher expectations and greater responsibility. The pressure on the entire offense is significant. In 2024, the Bills fielded the second highest scoring offense in the NFL, trailing only the Detroit Lions. They also made history by becoming the first team ever to score at least 30 passing touchdowns and 30 rushing touchdowns in a single regular season. It was a balanced, dynamic attack, and one that Buffalo hopes to build upon in 2025. Despite those accomplishments, Shakir insists that the team isn't worried about living up to outside expectations or proving critics wrong. Instead, the focus is inward. "We're not really worried about what other people think," Shakir said after practice. "We're worried about what we do in here as a team and sticking to what we do best." That mindset reflects the Bills' offensive philosophy under offensive coordinator Joe Brady, who took over midseason in 2023 and helped transform the unit into one of the most explosive in the league. Brady has implemented an everybody-eats approach, spreading the ball around and keeping defenses guessing. In 2024, no single receiver posted eye-popping numbers, but the balance kept defenses off guard. Shakir led the team with 76 receptions for 821 receiving yards, modest numbers compared to elite WR1s around the league, but his consistency on critical downs made him indispensable to Buffalo's offensive success. Heading into 2025, Brady has indicated that Shakir's role could expand even further. With defenses likely to focus on shutting him down, it opens up opportunities for other weapons in the offense, including rookie Keon Coleman, slot specialist Curtis Samuel, and emerging playmaker Dalton Kincaid at tight end. This balanced approach makes the Bills dangerous because opposing defenses cannot key in on just one player. Still, Shakir's reliability remains the heartbeat of the passing game. He has developed an undeniable chemistry with Josh Allen, becoming the quarterback's go-to-target in high-pressure situations. Whether it's third-and-long conversions or red zone opportunities, Allen has consistently looked Shakir's way. That trust is one of the biggest reasons why Buffalo's front office felt confident committing to him long-term. While Shakir's focus is on performing at the highest level, he's also emerged as a quiet leader in the locker room. Younger receivers often credit him for helping them learn the playbook, refine their route running, and stay locked in mentally. That leadership is especially critical this season as the Bills transition to a new-look offense without Diggs, who was traded to the Houston Texans earlier this year. As for his ankle, team doctors have cleared him for full participation in practice, and coaches remain optimistic about his Week 1 status. Head coach Sean McDermott praised Shakir's work ethic and commitment to recovery, saying the Whiteout's determination has set an example for the rest of the team. Buffalo's championship aspirations hinge on complementing their high-powered offense with a more consistent defense, but having a healthy Khalil Shakir back on the field could be the spark the team needs to get off to a fast start in 2025. If he can stay healthy and maintain his connection with Josh Allen, there's a strong chance Shakir could post the best statistical season of his career. With the Ravens looming in Week 1, all eyes will be on Shakir to see if he can deliver when it matters most. And from the way he's attacking his recovery and preparing for the season, it's clear he's ready to meet those expectations head-on. "We're not really too worried about the outside noise," Shakir said confidently. "We're really focused on each other." It's a new season, but Shakir's mentality remains unchanged, focused, determined, and locked in. And if the Buffalo Bills are going to make a deep playoff run in 2025, their sure-handed receiver will almost certainly be at the heart of it.